sure-hit movie last 2014 that grabbed the hearts of both children and adults alike comes the Marvel-originated concept, Big Hero 6. Characters starring with Baymax, the fluffy and caring robot who is programmed as a personal health companion. Together with Baymax is Hero, Baymax's best buddy, a clever and smart kid who loves robotics. Other characters present are Tadashi, Hero's brother, and members of the Big Hero crew are Fred, Gogo, Wasabi, and Hannah Lemon. The box office hit is directed by Don Hall and Chris Williams, two visionary directors together with the help of Disney's talented animators. The story begins as Hiro Hamada, a 14-year-old high school graduate and robotics genius living in the futuristic city of San Francisco. Tadashi takes him to the research lab at the Institute of Technology, where Hiro meets Tadashi's friends. Weeks later, a depressed Hiro, in mourning for Callahan's and Tadashi's death due to an unexpected incident, inadvertently activates Baymax. The two find Hiro's only remaining microbot, a robot designed by Hiro himself but is used by the incident's perpetrator to commit the crime and escape, and follow it to an abandoned warehouse. At the height of the climax, with them trapped inside a collapsing wormhole with no other option but to sacrifice himself, Baymax activates his armor's rocket fist and asks Hiro if he is satisfied with his care in order to deactivate him, then blasting Hiro into the wormhole's gate to escape. Science behind the selected scenes. Baymax is a personal health companion, simply a nursing robot which can do a lot of different things related to its patients' healthcare needs. Hiro uses fiber-resin exoskeletons to reinforce Baymax into a fighting robot, as well as inputting him with battle data and rocket thrusters for flight. The movie also shown electromagnetic gloves used for sticking into Baymax and flying. Other technologies shown are Fred's fireproof suit with the built-in flamethrower, Gogo's roller skates magnetic levitation disc to enable frictionless movement, plasma-induced laser by Wasabi, and lastly, the villain's weapon, an arsenal of nanotechnology robots controlled by a neural link. Technology used in the movie. Medical robots have in the field of medicine since around 2003 and still advancing. Some examples are medical transportation and surgical assistant robots. Maglev technology is currently being used in high-speed railways. The trains float on a cushion of magnetic force, which is what gives them a smooth ride that exceeds excess speeds of 300 miles per hour.
A 2011 American science fiction sports film starring Hugh Jackman for DreamWorks features Real Steel. Characters in the movie are Charlie Kenton, Max Kenton, Ricky, Zeus, and Atom. Director is Sean Levi. Short background of the story. Former boxer Charlie Kenton owns Ambush, but removes his right to its ownership due to a loss against promoter and carnival owner Ricky. After a series of wins with Atom, Charlie finally obtained the right to fight the world champion, Twin Cities. Twin Cities has no blind spots. However, in a short span of time, Charlie observed that there is a catch whenever the enemy throws a right jab. This ensured Atom's counteroffensive and made them win. Overjoyed by this great victory, Max publicly challenged Zeus. Zeus is still the winner of the fight because of the biased judges. However, the people around them hailed Atom as the people's champion. The highlight of the story, of course, it's Atom versus Zeus. The first rounds were totally dominated by Zeus as his engine skyrocketed his large robotic body. The enemy handlers, being complacent as they are, assumed and assured themselves that it is in the bag. They are pinched in a corner and turned into their last resort, shadowboxing. Science behind the selected scenes. CGI. For scenes when computer-generated robots brawl, simulcam motion capture technology was used. Simulcam puts the robots in the ring in real time, so you are operating your shots to the fight. Voice-controlled function. Max programs Noisy Boy's vocal response controls in Atom, and convinces Charlie to help him with Atom's fighting move memory. Technology used in the movie. Another thing that has been trending is augmented reality. The Noisy Boy controller underscored this area with a transparent display that allows the user to hold up the remote and look into the ring, but then add graphics and data about how the robot is handling itself. Another design used in Real Steel was a curved, interactive, and collaborative surface. It is the next generation of interactive. One referred to as Flex is a flexible and transparent display that appears in the handheld remote control for the robot, Noisy Boy.
Robocop is the classic reboot of the Robocop trilogy, now with modern VFX artists and movie technology. The movie is given a new breadth with a cooler, more advanced design. The characters are Robocop, CEO Raymond Sellers, and Dr. Dennett Norton. It is directed by Jose Padilla. As a quick glimpse on how the story goes, in 2028, multinational conglomerate Omnicorp revolutionizes warfare with the introduction of robotic peacekeepers capable of maintaining law and order in hotspot countries. Led by CEO Raymond Sellers, the company moves to market its technology to domestic law enforcement, but the passage of the Dreyfus Act forbids deployment of militarized drones in the United States. Aware that most Americans oppose the use of military systems in their communities, Sellers asked Dr. Dennett Norton and his research team to create an alternative. The result is a proposal for a cyborg police officer. However, Norton informs Sellers that the only someone who is stable enough to handle being a cyborg can be turned into one. As the story nears its climax, Robocop returns and storms the building, fighting his way through the ED-209 drones sent to stop him. Murphy's programming initially prevents him from arresting Sellers, being him the company owner with the program immunity. But he overcomes it long enough to kill Sellers when Sellers overconfidently continues to taunt him. Science behind the selected scenes. Exoskeletons which provide height and speed, reflexes, coordination, and protection is boasted in the movie to promote Robocop's advanced technology assuring quality. Robots and drones are used in warfare and public safety to lessen the damage in human lives as well as the action of upholding the laws. Technology used in the movie, like Robocop's bionic limbs, Radion's exoskeleton suits are capable of giving soldiers superhuman strength and advanced mobility. Weaponized drones are now used in warfare. Drone manufacturers may offer police remote-controlled drones with weapons like rubber bullets, tasers, and tear gas.
A 2008 American computer animated science fiction film produced by Pixar Animation Studios for Walt Disney Pictures, Wall-E. The characters in the movie are Wall-E, or Waste Allocation Load Lifter, Earth class, has acquired sentience. Next one is Eve, or Extraterrestrial Vegetation Evaluator, Captain B. McCrea, and Otto. The director is Andrew Stanton. The short background of the story. In the 29th century, Earth has become a large wasteland, leaving no chances of life. The humans got taken care by the mega corporation by and large, on giant starliners 700 years earlier. Waste Allocation Load Lifter, Earth class, or Wall-E, is the only robot present to perform his task, collect waste or trash on Earth. One day, Extraterrestrial Vegetation Evaluator, or EVE, was sent to examine the planet for plant life. The unmanned probe went to get EVE and the plant, and of course Wall-E. They all returned to the massive starliner Action. The highlight of the story is, when Wall-E shows indications of robotic movements, it signals his upcoming death. During the epic retrieval of the plant, Wall-E got badly injured, and so Eve brings him back to Earth to fix him. As soon as he restarted, he completely turned into a mindless robot. He doesn't even recognize Eve. His main function is the only thing he remembers. The science behind the selected scenes. First is gravity. When in orbit around the Earth, or traveling at constant speeds far from the Earth, objects in the ship would appear weightless. Applied physics. Wall-E makes good use of a carbon dioxide fire extinguisher to maneuver on his own. As he blasted the extinguisher, he figured out how to speed up, slow down, and turn. This moment describes that a force is required to change the speed or direction of a moving object. Third, sound is a wave phenomenon that requires a material to carry the wave energy from one place to another. On Earth, that material is usually the atmosphere, but solids and liquids also carry sound waves well. In space, there is essentially no material to carry sound, so we wouldn't be able to hear explosions, spaceships going by. Technology used in the movie. First, robots that sort are recycling. Though not nearly as cute as the movie's titular hero, the recycling robots at Zen Robotics can sort all kinds of waste. The AI sorter plucks recyclable materials from a conveyor belt of assorted trash and deposits them into corresponding piles, sipping meals from a cup. On the Axiom, humans enjoy their meals in liquid form, a concept not so far from what drives products like Soylent, the beverage that touts itself as an efficient liquid replacement for solid meals.
Pacific Rim is a movie basically about monsters versus robots. The story is about how a portal from underneath the Pacific Ocean, from the very sea floor in which giant monsters, which the people there call the Kaiju, emerges and destroys cities across the Pacific Rim to counterattack upon the destruction that the Kaiju have brought upon humanity. Humankind builds massive mechs or robots called Jaegers. These Jaegers are piloted by 2 to 3 pilots who are linked together to share the mental stress of piloting such machinery. The movie involves the wonderful cast of actors such as Charlie Hunnam as Rayleigh Beckett, Idris Elba as Thacker Pentecost, Rinko Kikuchi as Mako Mori, Charlie Day as Dr. Newton Geisler, and many more characters. In the movie Pacific Rim, humans build giant robots to fight enormous monsters that emerge upon the ocean depths. Not only are they strictly robots, each enormous machine is controlled by the brains of two pilots, since the mind of a single pilot cannot properly control something so gigantic. The technology in this movie is already in our time, though in an early developmental state. Engineers have found a way to interpret brain stimuli to be able to be input into certain tasks such as reading, speaking. Technology like this can help people with disabilities who are unable to form words with their hands or mouth without an interface. Ready Player One is basically a movie to fan service the fans of video games, TV series, and animated TV series alike. In the world of Ready Player One, most people seek escape from life through virtual reality entertainment in the world called Oasis. After the owner of Oasis had died, James Halliday had told the world he would give away his own world to the people who would find the 3 Easter eggs left in his own game. The cast includes Ty Sheridan as Wade Watts or Parzival, Olivia Cook as Samantha Cook or Artemis, Simon Pegg as Ogden Morrow, Mark Rylance as James Halliday. Virtual reality, even now, is increasingly used in the field of scientific visualization. Virtual reality can help us in different disciplines, including physics, biology, astronomy, medicine, engineering, and many more. Virtual reality can be used in medicine to treat post-traumatic stress disorder, some mental illnesses, and such. Overall, virtual reality can be a great benefit due to its real-life applications and its uses in our own world. The main feature of our film were mostly robotics and its effects on humanity. How these automatons can provide safety and convenience to the people. The robots in our movies show flexibility with being capable to perform a variety of tasks and applications. They show more precise and consistent work than our own humans workers could. These are used for jobs simply too dangerous for our kind, such as Earth exploration, space exploration, surgery, weaponry, laboratory research, and much more. Thanks for watching.